All right, Bentley, obviously fall camp looks a little bit different here this year. Tell me how it's been here through the first few days.
Yeah, new staff, making a lot of adjustments with their culture, how they want to do things, but it's been a good time. We spent a lot of time together, and it makes football fun. It's tiring for sure, but it's what we signed up for, and it's been a good time.
What's been the most fun part of it as you talk about football being fun for you?
I think it's just the guys you spend time with, and there's a certain good feeling to progressing and getting better, and with all the time that we're spending, that happens, and then there's a lot of great guys around you to make it a good time.
Bentley, as you look at this new offense, how much different is it from what you guys were in last year, and do you feel like you guys have taken a big step forward from where you were in the spring?
Yeah, I think we have. We spent a lot of time over the summer working a lot of technique that's specific to this offense. That's probably the biggest difference is slightly different schemes which require different techniques, so learning the fundamentals of that. So I'd say the time spent working on that has helped us make a jump from spring to fall.
Do you anticipate, maybe the tight ends being, maybe a bigger threat in the passing game in this offense, especially when you look at some of the injuries that are kind of affecting the receivers?
For sure. I think it's up to us. The more we can do, the more we can help our offense. So the better we can be, the better the tight end room can be, and the more involved in the passing game and running game we can be. So.
And lots of new faces on the entire offense, on the entire team, really. But how do you feel like all the new guys are kind of meshing and gelling with the rest of the group?
Good. Like I was saying earlier, I think this is valuable time for them because just with all the time spent, it helps you learn just hours every day. In the film room, on the field, there's no better way to learn and walkthroughs and practice and meetings, and then also just gelling with other players. You just can't replace the quality time. So,
what is it like right now for you and the players going through camp? I know it's a lot of grind day to day, getting up and doing the thing. But you're not in class right now. There's no other students on campus. Is it a lot of bonding going on, maybe off the field with the team?
Yeah, 100%. Like I was just saying, just so much time together, and there's not many distractions. We're here all day, and so it makes for good relationships being formed. And that's why you feel like you know these guys so well in December when it's over, because there's been so much time spent together.
You talk about this being an important time for the young guys. What about you and being a veteran? How do you get the most out of each rep in practice at this point?
Well, I need it still. New offense, still a lot to learn, a lot of fundamentals to work on, a lot of things to work on. So I think it's just as valuable to me. So I feel like I'm 18 years old right now, learning new things. But yeah.
With this tight end group, I think John kind of alluded to it too. But with the new offense, how much different will it be for this position? And what's the role look like for the tight end?
Coach Chadwell does run a unique offense, and if you've watched him in the past, you can see how the tight end is utilized in that. A lot in the pass game and a lot in the run game. They ask us to do a lot, which is a privilege, and it makes things interesting and difficult, but it keeps us on our toes and keeps us always learning. And so, we could be very involved in both run and pass game. So.
How much did you watch the Coastal offense and before you really got started and kind of get some takeaways from that as far as what things might look like?
I think when I knew Coach Chadwell was coming to Liberty, I started watching YouTube games and highlights that are provided there. And then since we've had the film, I've been able to watch a lot of their games from the 2021 and 2022 seasons just to see what they're running with different personnel and how they like to do things. So.
How different do you think the season will be, as you're kind of in a conference now, competing for that conference championships, something that Coach Chad was talking about is the grind of that week in, week out during the season. Yeah. Is that something that's exciting, kind of, motivating for you guys during camp right now?
Yeah, it's very exciting. You said it right there, competing for a conference championship. And so that's just kind of always in the front of your mind, and I think it makes every game matter a little bit more when it's an in-conference game, and you know that winning or losing can affect your opportunity later to play in the championship game. And the positive or negative consequences of playing in that game or not playing that game on your bowl game and all those things. So it does make things seem much more real and much more consequential.